Good afternoon. It is time for another Market Movers. It is February the 4th, 2021, and we have some cards on the list today to talk about, specifically some reserve list cards, but there's a lot of cards on the list that are not reserve list. Starting the list off with one of those cards, Savitri Skarzam, and this is from Legends. This is up 49% from $2.16 to $3.22. Now, I actually have a few copies of this card in my bulk bin, and they're actually the Italian version, not the English, which is the more sought after one. Unholy Citadel from Legends, another Legends card. This is up 53% from $12.99 to $19.95. Now, this is gives all your Legends banding with other Legends, and if you don't know what banding is, it's basically the most confusing mechanic there is, kind of like the worst version of partner, I guess. Elvish Promenade, Duel of Planeswalkers version. This is up again 59% from $10.57 to $16.89. Now, this is an uncommon, so please do not buy into these prices at all. Anything that's an uncommon that goes over $5 is well on the radar for Wizards to reprint. Apocalypse from Tempest. This is a reserve list card. This is up 60% today from $25 to $40. Now, this is seeing new all-time highs. This is on our list yesterday as well, but Tempest, it is a set that has plenty of reserve list cards, and this is a great one for your commander decks as well. Dreamcoat from Legends. This is not a reserve list card, and it is up 60% from $10.60 to $17, seeing new all-time highs. Now, this could be seeing some play in Commander as long as it's also a collectible card. Shimeon Night Stalker from Legends as well. This is up 62% from $184 to $299. Now, any sort of Legends card that you can get near mint, even if it's not reserve list, they're highly collectible cards, even if they're not great for playability. Youthful Knight from Kaldheim. This is up 64% from $243 to $399. Now, this set just came out, so there's not a lot of cards. There's not a lot of packs that have been opened so far of Kaldheim, so once the official release day happens tomorrow, I'll imagine seeing a big price drop in a lot of these cards. Backdraft from Legends. This is up 97% from $134 to $264. Now, people are buying out cards that aren't just reserve list cards. Legends was one of the oldest sets in Magic the Gathering, and there is a lot of reserve list cards in there, but sometimes if a card is under $2 and it's not even reserve list, they're more collectible than any of the new cards that we have here today. And we have Deathcloud from Darksteel. This is up 97% today from $11.39 to $22.50. This is on our list previously, and I just found out that this is actually up because it's in a commander deck with Turgid, God of Fright, so that's why you're seeing a lot of movement here today, but still quite an aggressive card spike for a card that you only need one copy of in this deck, so it shows how much of an impact Turgid is having to the commander format. Great Defender from Legends. This is up 105% from $172 to $353. A lot of cheap Legends cards here being bought up, even if they're not reserve list, because they're highly collectible, especially the English versions of them in near mint. If you can find any of these cards for under $2, I would say have at it. Unfulfilled Desires from Mirage. This is a reserve list card, up 107% today from $26.45 to $55, seeing new all-time heights. Now, this is a reserve list card, but it actually is very playable, especially for discard outlet commander decks. Dwarven Song from Legends. This is up 136% from $168 to $398. Now, what was I just saying previously about cheap Legends cards? They're very collectible, especially if they're English and near mint condition. Ring of Immortals, another Legends card. Legends are really filling up the list here today. This is up 180% from $39.25 to $109.95. Now, this is on our list previously as well, and it's seeing new all-time highs, but there's a lot of aggressive spikes. It's trying to find its price point right now as a reserve list card and a collectible item. Wood Elemental from Legends as well, another reserve list card. Legends is just all over the list here today. This is up 272% from $62.49 to $232.50, seeing another new all-time high. Now, it's not a very playable card, but it is reserve list and it's from Legends. Exalted Dragon from Exodus. This is a reserve list card, and it's up 2,179% from $282 to $64.50. So I think this is actually just prices being misplaced on TCG Player, so it's a bit of manipulation on the price in the market. Yes, it is a reserve list card, but do not be paying these prices here. Exodus was a bigger print run versus obviously Legends and any other set previously. So 7th edition foils, that's something that I wanted to highlight today, because 7th edition was the first core set that actually had foils, and some people believe they're the most beautiful foils in the game. Telepathy. This is a $21 market price foil right now, and I actually think that is a steal considering that it is a playable card from 7th edition. You could see it in Commander, and your opponents play with their hands revealed. Very powerful. Crypt Rats from 7th edition. This is an iconic card, and it is up to $38.54 on market price for foil. And if you could find it for around that price, maybe you can even find it cheaper than that, because I think all 7th edition foils are going to just continuously go up in the future. Look at Spellbook here. This is another 7th edition iconic card. You have no maximum hand size. It's a 0 mana spell. This is a $33.99 price point on the market for a 7th edition foil of this, and I actually think if you can find it for around that price, or maybe obviously cheaper, that would be even better. I think these are going to be collectible items in the future, but I'm not giving you financial advice. This is just my personal opinion. I would like to buy these cards. That's why I'm showing you them here today. This is Cicé's Ring, another 7th edition iconic card, $40, but this card is seen in a lot of Commander decks. You tap it to add 2 colorless mana to your mana pool, so it's a great mana ramp. It was actually reprinted recently in Commander Legends, so if you want to just find a cheap copy there, that's fine. If you're just looking to play the card, that's okay, but if you're looking to bling out your Commander deck, or actually have some cards that will see some returns in the future, being very collectible items, Cicé's Ring, the 7th edition version foil, I think is a great card to grab and put onto that list, along with a lot of 7th edition foils. And throughout the weeks, upcoming weeks, I will be highlighting a lot of cards that I want to pick up personally, or cards that I have and I think are good investment items, but obviously it's not investment advice. Please speak to a financial advisor if you want to get some real advice. This is just me spouting out what I think are good buys. So today's biggest loser here today we're going to talk about is a card that we've seen frequent this list a lot. Ruck Egg version 2 from Arabian Nights. This is down 81% from 125.37 to 23.04. Now this is a card, it's really trying to find its price point, and there is a lot of market manipulation going on. Obviously Arabian Nights had a lot of buyouts recently, but today it seems like it's shifted the focus a bit. So my final thoughts on the market would be that Legends is becoming the new Arabian Nights when it comes to buyouts. People are looking for cheap copies of Legends cards in English, and they are buying them out. Anything under $2 is seeing pretty big spikes here today. And it doesn't surprise me because Legends is a great set. It's there's not a lot of English copies available in near mint. There is not a lot of sealed product left out there, so the cards are the collectible items. And there is reserve list cards that are from Legends, but that doesn't really seem to be the focus because people are just starting to realize, you know what? It's about scarcity. It's not just about reserve list. Reprinting a card is one thing, but if a lot of these reserve list cards that are on the lists are not really playable, they're just collectible, well, you know, there's other cards that are collectible that are old too, and people are starting to realize that, I think, and that's why they're seeing buyouts here today, especially cards that are under $2, which seems a bit of a surprise, but that's what we were getting last week with a lot of reserve list cards. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I will see you tomorrow, Friday, for another Market Movers. Enjoyed this video, and if you do, remember to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. And if you enjoyed it that much, maybe you'd like to tip me. I have a PayPal link that you can send me tips if you enjoy these videos, and I can keep bringing them to you that way, and it could help my cardboard crack addiction. So please think about supporting the channel in that way. If not, subscribe, like, leave a comment, and I will see you again in the next video.